Now you've been you two strike. Sorry, mate. Can't start.
Wow. You guys are actually saying Resident Evil logic. At least these guys are smart. It's like you gotta shoot them in the head. Then they'll stay down. So yep, you gotta use that zombie logic. Go for the brain. Then nothing will work on the body. In theory, anyways. Unless it's a fungus, and technically that does not help. It's just gonna keep trucking with no head.
The mortars there, really helping the towers. Just probably better off collapsing the wall than just hitting the units.
Yeah, but mortars are also extremely inaccurate. Even when they're trying to aim at the wall. And maybe this is what it technically, why it's considered close in the auto, is there's nothing to break the gate down. You'd have to either ladder your way up or do what you're about to do, which is try to just knock the gate down with a bunch of halberds. He's literally doing the chivalry 2 tactic. Just run up and hit the door. Eventually it'll come down somehow.
Yeah, right.
How are they doing smashing this door? Wish I could zoom in a little
Well,
further.
the gate health is at 4,000 slowly.
Oh.
Slowly, it's disintegrated, but it's doing that's just doing pretty good so far.
I feel like though at this point you would have been faster to just climb some ladders.
Yeah. I think your knights would be better off attacking the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say
While you're
maybe the infantry should have just climbed, and you should have just had the cav ram the door.
That's literally what I just. Are you copying me on it? I just said that. I usually you should have to kind of attack the door and your melees climb the wall. You said the exact same thing 2 seconds after. Why am I drawing?
Oh, the horses are trying to shimmy way there through. They see now it's going down a little faster. Hell, the gate help might die fast. First, no, never mind. The mortar's not doing enough. It just missed. So
There's
yep,
your
gate's
mortars
almost
up.
done.
Mortar's a siege attacker.
Yeah, but good luck hitting the door.
This has a 50% damage multiplier against buildings.
It does, but it don't hit shit. Like, look how wide the shots are.
There's nothing wrong with a wide shot.
Not when it don't hit the same spot when it needs to.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You must always hit the shot.
No.
Ooh. And Howard took a hit. Also, welcome, chat.
You're welcome, everyone.
Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. We begin with a battle in the Empire between the vampires and Karl Franz.
And my next door neighbor, which started to like me.
Well, he might like you more now if he starts to lose, because he'll probably ask you for help. But we begin as Karl Franz assaults one of the vampire strongholds to regain for the Emperor. As mortars rain down fire from long distance. This is more of a skirmish assault. There wasn't really a heavy unit really brought in for this. It's mostly halberds and infantry and guns, along with a mortar support. But to be fair, this is a pretty standard defense system for the vampires. They have not put in any work into any of this at the moment. So it's just archers and some reapers and some random skelly boys with spears. Which against a bunch of great swords.
Skelly boys.
Which against a bunch of great swords and halberds. Yet it ain't. You can tell like there's 2 units right here. Not counting these swordsmen fighting in the corner over here. These great swords. These 2 units.
They're just having their own.
They're all fighting on a different battle. But it's like these 2 units on their own mainly are holding this whole thing by themselves. Yep. This is why you never underestimate a halberd unit from the Empire. Especially if you don't have the units to kill it. Well, here come the cavalry. The Empire Knights are in the building. Probably Reichsguard as well, somewhere in there. Just kind of pushing through. Going for the archers. Making a charge. Camera. I do wish the camera, when they designed it though, that when you went over a building, so I'm going to show you an example, chat. So you see how it raises my camera up when I do this? I think what it should do is just disappear the building and drop my camera to this level right here. So if I'm zoomed in, that's where it should stay. It should just get rid of, the building should just like de-render for the camera. The camera should essentially be able to like drop down. I get that maybe puts it in the environment, there's a little bit more to that, but I just think it's kind of silly I can't zoom in properly over here.
Yeah.
When you're in walls, it's hard to get in.
They haven't done anything apart from like a very small feat, so.
Oh, we got some Drakewall patrol cavalry.
Yeah. You cavalries get that bonus.
The fight continues.
The fight continues as the knights.
Oh, the knights have to go back because there's a spear unit moving forward. Although it's only one, they probably could take the damage and still probably do more to hit.
I was about to say, Darius, what you better off doing is going up and around.
I mean, he has more bodies of horses than they do spearmen, so technically he could just slam them both into it. They would hurt, but he'd still kill them.
Where's your Reichsguard?
And they're not paying attention actually now. Now they're actually not facing forward. They're not going to be able to stop the horses properly now.
He's better off slamming his horses into those archers.
Yeah, he's going around. Well, he can't. They're on the wall. They're on the wall. He'd have to destroy that wall.
I could go, around it.
Nah, he's just better off winning up here and just pushing forward.
Oh, doing the hammer and anvil.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And since the backs were faced, they did no retaliation damage.
Yeah.
And that broke them, so they're disintegrating. Nice. They're still fighting, but that's only because they've got a couple of range units they're just shooting from and stuff like that.
If he activates his passive on it, his lance ability, he gets better acceleration, better charge, but better mass and speed charge.
Yeah, you put him in the arrow formation. Yeah. That's what I do when I.
That took the barrier down to half health. That is actually.
Yeah, cabs are insane. Empire cab is insane. At least the charging ones are. Technically, overall, cab is still Braytonia.
Yeah, cab is cab.
Actually, this is your second army, so that's why there was no Reichsguard. It's just Drakewald and Empire Knights. Boom. Wow, it was a point blank charge. Empire Knights are hilariously dumb with that.
They are. They, especially if you use it right, they are really good because they have the best stats for any knights I've ever seen.
Yeah, except for Braytonia.
Yeah, but the French are French. No counts the French, really. No one really counts the French.
All of them wiped out. Only 47 lost. Nice, nice. That was a good battle.
Oh, I'm stretching. Oh yeah, I got a new hoodie. Yeah, I'll open up my new phone case comes.
Plus, I still have other bills that come out towards the end of the month. If I have no money,
Oh yeah,
I have literally.
I've got some. I've got some slightly less in I've got some news I wish I could tell you, but I can't speak. So, it will come out as a February.
What?
Yes.
What happened?
Yes. I tried to say speak, but my brain didn't process how to speak, so it just came out with some noise.
So what were you gonna say?
Well, that I'm going from I'm not working 4 days anymore, but 5.
Yeah.
Obviously I told Ardot beforehand, but I haven't told you guys also. Yeah, this is all news. Draw, you bitch. Sorry. Playing dominoes as I'm waiting. But I'm using my data, so. Ah! You can't fucking go. There you go, 1. Can you go? You should be able to go with the 1. Yeah, 1, 2. 2 blank. That's it. I blocked the road. Give me that sweet 52 points. I'm on 80 now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ardo, did you see that picture? That oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
I did.
I keep mentioning it. I keep forgetting, and then I keep remembering, and I keep forgetting. I have shuriken. What? Shukran. I thought that's a shuriken.
Sure,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, shuriken is on my. It's on my team.
It's like, when did Ryu get here?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, fucking Ryu's here. South Royale. This is why you died off to the ILs. You just making great weapons and then spears. You're spamming a bit. You've got better variety, but Jesus Christ.
I mean, he may not. Maybe he doesn't.
And
have
you
the
got
building.
some useless furries.
He might not have the building sword anymore.
He has his whole fucking island.
Oh wow.
No excuses.
We'll say these
What's he
two buttons
building?
are hard to press together. Yeah, his nearby armies can't beat my secondary. Huh. Oh, this is gonna be.
Do you know what's better than a knight on a horse?
What's up?
A knight that can fly.
Too bad I would be
Tell me,
cheating.
No, it's not.
It's
ain't
testing my new
cheating.
control scheme, chat. I set up a new shift tab to get into Steam a little better without having to put my keyboard in front of me and change it all around. And try to move everything everywhere because it's a little harder to do and a little more inconvenient. So, for my situations, I have to set it up myself. So, this makes it a little easier when I have to do when I have to do these things. I'm a little tired too, distracted as well, like I said.
Yeah, so am I. Mainly because I have nothing. I've not eaten like anything, apart from like the world's biggest pizza,
I was
which is like 4-inch.
I was ready for the stream and all that.
I was hoping to go back at 10 and enjoy myself a bit. You know, everything decides to not work, and then the computer decides, guess what? I'm gonna be fine. Why do I hear a fucking? Oh no! I've just realised what the pink horrors are.
Huh?
Oh fuck!
What happened?
I've just realised what pink horrors are.
What?
Pink horrors are goblins that learn magic, but instead that become rage units instead of melees.
Mm.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Interesting. I mean, I would believe that, to be fair, with the way they look. I don't know if that's what they truly come from, but to be fair, structurally, they kind of do look like a goblin. Just really fucked
Think
up.
about what about, because I just listened to one laugh, and that sounded eerily close to a goblin laugh, and my brain wait, aren't goblins and pink horrors like they're not the same, obviously, but like from they're the exact same, but one's affected by the war, but then it joins each. I don't know how physically how it all works, but it just sounds like they've learned magic and instead become more ranged units rather than explain Mork. Orc. Next.
He meant Mork, the orc god. Although, I do have a theory about, like, I've always had a theory about greenskins when it comes to that, so. I do think that because they're made by the, what's it called originally, I do think that they're subject to the chaos realm differently.
You struggle.
Realm differently.
Where?
Differently than the other chaos lords are. Or what do you say? How should I say this? Like they're different than the other chaos or people affected by chaos. Now, once again,
hi,
technically, pink horrors are
how
not.
you doing,
At least
buddy?
not that I know of. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I do think I know that
Let's go,
technically, lore-wise, they're not goblins. But realistically, part of me would believe that if someone said that, only for the pure fact of I have a distinct feeling if any true orc was actually properly molded into a chaos anything, it would probably be pretty terrible. In a good way for the chaos, bad for the person fighting it. So.
It's military, but train more, with more melee.
So I could see that.
What's this? Whoa! Range of the eye, get more range, reload time, magic resistance. What's this? Enables pure magic. Oh yes, we're definitely doing that. I mean, you two should be fine. I mean, I could just. Thanks, Emma Gorkamuk are the strongest.
That is true. Because I think I think without that, they would definitely end up being taken by the Chaos Gods in different places. I think each of the orcs would end up somewhere in the Houses of Chaos. Kind of like a lot of...
Warzak, I could definitely see being a fucking Zeech worshipper.
Well, I don't know what his 40k equivalent is, but it's still... The point is like... Without Gork and Mork, I do think that they would be... I actually think that the irony in this, Gork and Mork are also the reason we have to thank for why the orcs don't get too overpowered either. Because think about this, right? They aren't anywhere near what the Krork used to be like. Those things were insane. So you could argue, technically by osmosis, if Gork and Mork did not exist, then the Chaos Gods would naturally, even if it wasn't on purpose, eventually accidentally recreate the Krork in a different way. They may not be as intelligent, well, the Zeech ones would be, but it's like, but each one would just take on a facsimile and become something way more scarier. Also, with how adaptive the orc mushroom genome thing is, it's basically a biological walking machine. It it would adapt instantaneously to the chaos energy. So it'd be nightmare fuel.
Hold on.
This
What
is-
if the orc? It's so hold on. So orcs are like they've got the ability to be like Nurgle to grow for fucking shrooms, but given the just hyper aggressive of the war.
Well, that actually
corn.
came later. The Wa thing is actually a thing that was born later from the de-evolvement of
Orcs can
orcs.
evolve into crocs if they fight long enough.
They
with-
can, yeah.
With enough war.
They can, but it takes forever. And it's weird because it's almost like it's show. Orcs are also the defined. Oh, it's my turn. Let me do this real quick. Orcs are also the defined example. Oh, he's at war with him too. Jesus, Arball, you think you have enough blood hosts, my dude?
Apparently he don't.
Can you calm down?
Apparently he doesn't want to.
Jesus, so that's
It's
12.
like, who wants a war?
That's
Who wants a war?
20.
Yeah,
That's a 12. Then Arball himself's a 20. Jesus, so that's 20, that's 40. Oh, God, that's 62.
Welcome to what I
That's
have
a
to
lot.
fight with Malachi.
Wow, 62 is a lot. And it's only been 18 turns. And I only have 40. I
And
may
the
need
closer,
a third, and I can't
they
afford the
get
money.
closer, the spots become and the more advanced they become.
Alright, you're coming up here now, big guy. You're gonna sit next to the queen now. Because we might need to prepare for blood and war. I don't think the orcs are coming after us. It looks like Azog doesn't have any... Oh! Nope, Azog is being killed by Vlad. So,
Yeah,
that's something.
that's not a good sign.
I don't know if that's necessarily great either, but that's something.
Yeah.
Damn it, Vlad. Don't deal with your ass right now. Oh, I'm time for this.
Second only to the throne.
What do I say? Hold on, gotta
I
bring
won
it.
dominoes.
Pretty much their quirk knowledge can be inherited by modern orcs. Becoming a quirk, the smarter and more advanced they become, yeah. Although, it's also through the fighting, right? Which is also ironic because you can see him almost as a life example that knowledge breeds slightly less war. But to get to that knowledge, we had to start, sadly, in conflict, right? So, it's a bit of irony there to what they represent lifestyle-wise, if you really break it down into simple just personality. I don't have enough money to get this building. I need my sisters up and running. I remember what I was doing. I'm kind of stuck here, just waiting to see which one tries to kill me first. I have to be really defensive is what I'm doing. This upgrade will make all buildings way more expensive and give me more growth.
So, Darius, how do you like my new home in Montfort? Great, isn't it?
It's gonna take that many turns to do it anyways.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got a.
So might
Wait,
as well
what?
Wait. But see, this is
What,
the one I would
Boris?
get for
Boris is. How's Boris after?
I don't know if I know him. I should, but let me see. Actually, it doesn't show me him on here for some reason.
You haven't met him
So I
yet.
haven't met him. I also find that strange. So his own daughter doesn't know who he is? And it's like, okay. Also, the fact that they both know Malachi, shouldn't they know each other?
James, see Heinrich Heimler over there? Over where? Heimlich.
The Heimlich one over.
No, I don't. I don't
I
see
can't
it.
upgrade nothing. I'm stuck in a weird spot. Let's just recruit and get this guy to a 20.
I don't see him at all. He's really retarded. You know what? Good for Heimlich. I'm glad he
Mm,
uses
good
his
for him.
2 IQ.
I'm glad he's
Good for him. Good for him. He deserved it. I'm gonna take my
This is teamwork
13, my
dervishes.
10, and my 11 and 13 and just push. Because I have no money.
We are for life.
Oh, I wish I could see his comp so I could know what kind of units if he's helpful.
Said 185 and then said, oh, it's 2. Oh,
No,
that's
can't
about
see.
right.
So let's go with that. Okay. Oh right, that spot was being saved for the maiden.
Mates? Where?
Mm,
Whoa there, Bellicott. Wait, what? Where's Bellicott? Where is Bellicott? Where did you come from? Oh yeah, Bellicott could use there's a portal in your Empire, Darius, where Bellicott could use.
what? Wait, Bellacor's in the Empire right now?
I think so. If
What
I
the fuck is
know,
happening?
I don't know. I know they're spawned in the Empire, where the Wood Elves
Does
are.
Kislev have to do everything?
He's in France. Oh, so he's born in France. I know they're spawned in the Empire, where the Wood Elves are. Because there's one there. I don't know. I haven't played much French people, so not sure.
Well, at least our orthodoxy is about to go up.
Yeah, the French have to do it. Yeah, the Kislev has to do everything. There was a meme I found with Mother of Stonkius in a motorcycle, it's like questioning why she's over by the high house, and she can't answer. Like,
She was by the high house because she couldn't put up with it no more. She was like, I'm
Yeah.
throwing it out. She's like, I'm gonna
oh,
go.
my house that's saying
She's like,
Henrich. What?
Heinrich.
Henrich.
Share the image. Why?
Why? Oh, I don't see you. I don't see Henrich. Why would you do?
this? Wow. I mean, he does.
Yeah.
I mean, in a manual battle, he actually could fight this, but with this, it's not a great setup. But I mean, you know.
Carl Frond, you're looking famished there, buddy.
So, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you're not losing anything important, I'd say just let that happen and just let him auto himself out of existence for some reason. Like I said, I think
could
the
help-
auto they
I
haven't
could help your
fixed.
father.
What? Why are you trying to
I
make
could help your
deals?
father.
What are you get out of here, bird boy. Why are you trying to make deals?
I see him.
Well, hopefully he's doing something.
I'll let you know next time when he dies.
Wow.
Horrible I am? Yes. Face weaver. Ah, no, it's your fault.
It's not. This is gonna be a.
Ickit. What about you? Leave Ickit alone.
Well, he was in that picture the other day when we ended the second episode.
Oh yeah, but Ickit was surrounded
He
with
was
Ickit.
all- he was
I swear it did what
already
you
about-
did. I just went, I'm off for a stroll, mate.
And he's like, he did what he got bored and went and attacked the wood elves like I probably did.
Too close for comfort.
He's in there
Oh,
burning
you
that
gotta
tree down
love
right
Ickit,
now.
man. What's wrong with a nuclear rat that's mentally unstable and high on crystals?
Hold on, I'm gonna reset chat.
I'll reset it. Sure. I'm still alive, which is happy days.
How fair, my brothers.
Oh, do you fascist the AI and how you should? Oh, welcome. I'm not gonna pronounce your name, but welcome, viewer. We fight each other in these series as well, but we mainly fight the AI. But I forget how I have fought tried fighting the new AI, and it's terrible. Kidding, it's terrible for me because it's more smarter. Yeah, but we do fight each other. We did one with World War One. We did one where that's what I was playing Malachi. We did another one, but I couldn't remember. We did one with where Ardot, shout out to him because he's what I played. He's playing to do his life. He showed to do rework and that. He's playing the Ice Court and he played Ike and I was Kairos again, but before all his best before his updates to him. And we did so many, I just can't remember.
And the daughters
So we
of
did
corn
do-
that never were.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
I don't know.
Huh? Welcome, Father. Hello. Welcome back. It's Darius' turn.
To a World War Fight.
You brought axes to a gunfight. I mean, if you're the right kind of dude and knew what you're doing, maybe, but yeah, in most cases, that's not a good idea. I mean, if you were John Wick, you might be able to pull that off. Otherwise, because that's like the realist kind of hero I could come up with. Like, I could have said anybody, like if you were like Tony Stark, but then that's cheating. He has an iron suit. John Wick
Oh
just
no!
shoots me.
Why would you do this? Oh no! Why would you do this? It's way far up.
Yeah, we're waiting on the AI and all of its turns and bull BS and Arball's BS happening over here in Prague in front of my face. And Festus really likes trespassing on my territory. He's not
What's
at
about
war with
what?
me, but he's in my territory and I do not like it.
You what? You won that, right?
What happened?
I don't know.
I'm trying to debate. Do I attack Festus now and pull this nasty band-aid off now and just go help take over part of the empire and give him a queen instead of an emperor? What? I'm actually not sure which direction I want to go right now. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see what's going to be the opportune moments. Kislet's very slow, by the way, chat. Even with the updates, they're always kind of like this. Just because they have so much stuff they can fight and could go wrong. Because you could go choose one of these targets. I could go after Arball, head to the north, save Prague, try to reunite with Father. I could head south, kill Vlad, take over the vampire territory, which used to be wood elves in some of these cases. And orc now, but now they're gone and getting pushed out. So could kill the orcs, move into the mountains. Take these icy plains for my own, since I am also ice.
Right.
Say screw the dwarves.
We're gonna be pushing north.
And if we weren't trying to confederate, we could go after the Orthodoxy. But we want to try to confederate him, unless he's gonna die. I also am a little worried we might be forced north, because I think Arball's probably gonna go after him after he's done with Prague. So I may have to attack Arball, and we may have to go north. But we'll see. We are prepared for that where we are now. But since, one of Festus's main 20 stacks has decided to... Actually, it's a 19. It's got 3 heroes, though. It's not bad. It's got some Chaos Warrior dual weapons. for some reason, regular Marauders instead of Marauders of Nurgle. Oh wait, no,
Well,
he's a.
I couldn't build that.
I forget. He's a Chaos Warrior. He has to upgrade these. So these aren't high enough yet. Almost. They're actually. I think this one might be. What rank are you? 6. So this one is. This one. These are not.
I can't do that.
They're close though.
I can't do anything with that.
I could easily beat.
Yeah.
That. There's no range in this. I could easily beat this. Especially with 2 forces. But then I start a war with him while I'm still worrying about the fact that Khorne is to my north. So he's got Redbound here. Redbound's his main 20 stack. This doesn't look like a Blood Host, I don't think. Let me see. Relentless Rage. I forget, isn't there an icon that shows if it's a Blood Host or not? It would be funny if these are all just armies, because then I'd be like, Jesus, man. He did get hurt really bad in one of these battles, it looks like.
I hope you do.
Arbol himself, though, didn't.
Just a spice is owned by Epidemus. What the hell is this? What? Demon Access Metamorphosis. Hybrid plant life, Nurgle's twisted case of swap. Rotflies took. I thought that's a tongues. Plague tongues. I will say I don't know about Boris, but Boris is I don't know.
Man,
What is
that's
Boris is I don't know if he's dying or he's I hope the AI is smart. Doesn't kill Boris. Whoa, Boris live in his place though. But yeah, so calm us down now. Let's see if he actually makes it.
We're going with Ice, chat. We need her to do. We need this maiden to be of ice so we can put her in our secondary army. Because we need to have
trade all
enough
these
spells
setups.
to kind of just blast. I've noticed what their specialty is, since they are all about the ice-mancy kind
Hey,
of things.
Ardok,
So this is what I
do you know where
needed
Khorne
first.
should be?
4 turns. What's up?
He should be in the Godless Crater.
14. Ooh, one
Yo.
more turns. One more turns, and I'll be able to do it. Nobody's
Scarbrand should be in the Godless Crater. After Khorne yeeted it in there. That's just rude to Khorne. That's rude to Scarbrand though. But to be fair,
Festus is the one at war with Prague, although they are at war with Arbol as well. Oh, that's annoying. So they're jumping.
oh, don't forget his younger annoying brother up north, Epidemus.
Yeah, hopefully if I get lucky and he'll not make it this far this time. I'm just debating, dude, because they're attacking Volkskrad, I assume. And they're all in raid mode, but they're not sieging. Unless that's what wounded them. Maybe they already tried to siege and they took damage.
Arbol should be Arbol.
Alright, let's see what...
It's gonna be a...
I can actually
it's
reach
gonna be an
Prague
odd
from
ball.
here with my movement, so we're gonna see what Nurgle does. Let's end our turn. Let's let Festus make his move.
Go on, Darius, do your turn. Go through my empire, you bitch. Ah, no, Darius just crossed into my line.
Oh no.
Hey, I see you, Wicket. How you doing? Oh, and he has a doom rocket. Oh, That is great. Yeah. I like you, Wicket. We need to talk to you. They're all questioning why is Kairos here. Real question is, why aren't you? Oh, hey, there's Corcheron. Grob's kicking her ass, so it's happy days. Oh my god. What? What did you discover?
I think.
Unless if you.
Well, that does sound good.
No, it's great.
I can't see that far into the
I think we
Empire.
know what kind of Darius women Darius likes, though.
Oh, well, it sounds like that she might have been inconvenient somewhere. Maybe took a castle she wasn't supposed to, anything.
Right. She took out Icket. Whoa!
I mean, well, she did. He did learn from her school. That's called your instructor coming to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. God damn, boy.
My authority is boundless.
So, yeah, so we learned Icket now has to go back to school.
Right? Back to school. Oh. It's gonna be a tired start of one episode, Jazz. It's gonna be a tired one. Don't know if I'm gonna try to get it. I will fight a manual if it happens, but I don't know if I'm gonna initiate any manuals in this episode. We'll probably see Darius do one, or maybe James do one. Like Darius already did his in the beginning, but I'm so
I am
back.
so back.
I'm so back. It sounds.
You're so back. Oh, that's
So
nice
back.
to know,
Yeah.
Darius. Now, tell me,
Good to
how
see
did
you.
you feel it? I killed that old man. Well,
Well,
he said you showed up past it, and Carl Frost was with his hammer, and he just went, "Oh, apart from you, mate, you've got the hammer."
No, it'd be one of those edited memes where it's like it's Carl Franz instead of the Balrog, and he just knocks him off the bridge with a hammer. You shall not drink.
Let no man fall.
Oh man, just dunks him in the head and he just falls off. Alright, Gandalf, where is your power now? Oh man. I feel stupid for not researching this earlier.
Well,
I do that
Womp womp.
sometimes and I forget what research is really more important. Witches of the Empire. 8% increase. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, since it's all buildings across the board, that is like pretty hefty. Those are the better economic upgrades
How fair my
in order to help push more units and more production of buildings. Yeah, but we're gonna be sitting here kind of camping for a little bit, chat. We've got to keep an eye on our orthodoxy brother over here, make sure he don't die. I should be bribing him, but I just can't right now. Like, I should be giving him... Oh,
Should I
excuse me.
say Kairos to die?
Why would you do that? Oh... So I assume Prague was just raided. Did he do that with one army?
Oh my god, Ickit! What the hell? Yes! I'll take that, you sexy bastard. Oh. Well, I'm friends with Ickit now. I got another aggression back with the Ickit. He paid 1200. Free money is free money.
He's like, I pay you, you give me big guns, and I shoot teachers.
Yeah, but he's talking to a bird that doesn't use guns. You give me a big gun, guy. He goes, here's something better. Just blows up Elizabeth and magic goes, yes, that's better.
Yes, boom, boom, alright. He walks away.
Elizabeth hurting bad. Yeah, I kind of can tell. The fact of how much you have to pay me tells me that he is fucked.
How much did he pay you?
1200 for a non-aggression pack.
That's quite high. For this early.
What are you doing with the Ghoul Boys?
You know what I mean?
Wait, is that where I think it is?
He's just... I mean, the AI must be just losing all of its armies, so it's like, screw it. Let's just go. I still think it does that. I don't think the overworld AI got really changed, in my opinion, too much. I think really all the major AI improvements from what I've seen in this game, playing a little bit of it as well on my own here and there, I think it's mostly just manual battle, meaning tactical battles. Like when you actually fight the AI. I'm just gonna have to let them die. Their 20 stack that's sitting here is just running around. It's not even trying to fight anything that's attacking its city. Pretty sure Prague got raided by a single blood host. They didn't even send everyone.
I pay
That's disappointing.
excellent.
Yeah, they got knocked down to a tier 1 with only 2 buildings. Yeah, they're dead. They're very dead. So here's how it's gonna...
Ambush discovered.
I can tell how this is how it's gonna go down because now that Festus is moving into his territory, what I'm assuming is Arbol is gonna end up with Volksgrad, and Festus is gonna get frickin' Prague. It's gonna be a little more annoying. So I would rather fight Korn in a siege than Nurgle. Because at least with Korn, he's not that good at defending, he's just good at fighting. Nurgle, on the other hand, dear God.
Get the crowd war on.
Oh, speaking
yeah,
of Festus, sir. Okay, if you come up here by Kislev, that I'm doing. I will kill you. I will ignore all Arbol for now, and I will go for you first. Especially if you are the one that takes Prague, so I can get it. Festus, stop fighting my counts. That's because he's over here.
What did you do?
He sent both his 20 stacks after Prague. Prague's about to die. So, he's going to get Prague. Arbal's going to get the other part of Prague. Meaning, Volksgrad. Well, this is Chaos Land right now.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
chaos is spreading.
Jesus, that... Well, I feel like Boris right now a little bit more than I should. I feel like... It's like, but be funny if Boris has actually got it go, like, calm up there and him and the Undivided himself are just having tea. Daughter down here in an infinite war with
Meanwhile, Kairos
decomposure
is just
and
bullying some
blood.
lizard.
Darius is fighting infinite
You really
undead.
think you could take on me? You little fucker.
Darius is fighting undead and bird trickery, and originally was going to be dealing with maybe rats until the teacher was like, "Nah, I'm getting the can of
The
raid."
teacher just came up and just
No,
bitch
well,
slapped you.
that was the equivalent to a teacher. Like, let's say there's rats in a classroom, right? That's
Oh,
the equivalent of your
hold on.
teacher going to grab. This used to be back in the '90s. Is going to grab a raid can and going and
Boris
spraying
might be
in the
dead.
corner where the rat is.
Archaon's just come and slapped him.
Well, so much for the tea party. Okay, so Chaos has gotten a really strong role this go around. So there's gonna be a lot of chaos. Good for James, bad for me and James.
Oh,
Darius.
that's why he likes me.
Wow.
I get to contact Apple. This is great.
Someone is making a mod to add dogs to Bannerlord. Oh. You could have hunting dogs and stuff. That's cool.
What I don't like is Arball's rank is 109. What's Boris's?
What I don't like is he's 109.
Boris
what
is
I'm
slightly
seeing,
stronger than Arball.
These things can't be that good, right? Then if he's 109. See, from what I'm looking at, how is he 109?
He says, "You don't mean any names. Just give them to me." just embrace the knights. He went full Reichland and you know, hey.
I mean, he's got mostly Khorne warriors of chaos, and they're mostly all. Oh, I got a patriarch. Oh, didn't realize I was gonna get a patriarch. Passive ability, permafrost wards. There it is. And then Ice Guard defense. Yep, hero recruited patriarch, which we do need because that'll increase this. Now that's a 5. Now they're both 5. I have now evened them back out. So realistically now we would want to leave it as is. Because what would happen is, this would go up to 3, and then this one would eventually go up to 2 right behind it. So it would always stay just ahead of it enough, but still be mostly Ice Court to keep getting points. I think we have somehow found a good balance for this for the moment until we get more cities and start having to build more of these buildings. And the Patriarch probably added a little bit of that too. White Cloak of Ulrich. That's a good item. Okay, next choice I have to make now. Do I? One of these. So we'll give him a patriarch then, because he can replenish the troops. The White Cloak of the White Cloak of what? Ulrich. What you mean? It's totally ours. We found it. It's ours. Give me back. Give me back my white wolf. No. He lives up here now. Ironically, we have all the wolves now. I'm even going to be able to recruit a white wolf called Fenrir. Don't deserve it. You see what I'm fighting? I'm fighting harder battles than you are, Karl Franz. I've got to fight Festus. I got to fight Arbo.
I know, it's really
fighting
everything.
And if it weren't for the hungry...
Oh, jeez,
and if
it's
it
so difficult.
And if,
I'm struggling, auto-rolling lizards.
And if
I don't know how I can do it, I'm just really struggling.
And if it weren't for the hungry vampires to myself, there would be an orc trying to kill me right now. Although... that orc does have a wah and basically a 40 stack going towards those vampires. So we're going to see if that ends up changing back.
Oh, that's going to be good.
So, Azog is not happy. And so, what do you say? What do you mean, Emperor? You mean Emperor Vlad? Yes, it's exactly. If it wasn't for him, I would have vampires breathing down my neck. I'm fighting already, basically, essentially 3 wars. Or will be here soon. Just waiting for them to look at me instead of Prague. I'm just debating, do I attack green now, or do we jump green when they jump Prague? So let me see. What are you... Whoa! Oh my fucking god! Festus, you need to calm the down.
Boris is dead. Boris is going to die.
Yeah, Boris is dead. James can see him. What did you say though, Darius?
Wait. Different Boris.
Oh, other Boris.
Boris Toadbringer. There's
Boris just has horses! What's happened here? Oh, did he run? He must have ran out. He lost Middenheim. Ah. So he probably has no recruitment buildings. So he's like, give me all the horses.
Why the pistol?
That is a good point, because he can recruit melee
Hold
too.
on, I want to point out. What if Elizabeth stole all of Boris's knights and gave him guns instead?
Well, I mean, in lore-wise, that would be pretty hilarious. But what I'm assuming happened is, even though the AI does have a building for it, is it can't create the comp that its new comp that was programmed in by when they made the update, because the AI took its main building. So now it's just like, all I've got is horses. Give me horses. And just for some reason, because the comp can't be done right, the AI doesn't understand. It does technically have a melee horse, even though it is shit. It is a tier 1. It's still not all pistol horses. Because they're not going to have melee. They're going to get absolutely trounced by any type of cavalry. And gosh forbid spears get a hold of them and they're not shooting at them and trying to melee them. It's gonna get bad. But I want to say that is the funniest picture.
What? I've done nothing. Warning.
At this point, this playthrough might be a short series. I mean, we got to check out the mechanics if for some reason I die in a blazing cold winter. I did that on purpose, for clearly obvious reasons.
Festus got a C, I think. Festus got a third one on the way.
How do him and Arbol have this many 20 stacks already? It's only been 20 turns.
You know what?
Holy shit.
Epidemics has got that much. It turned fucking below 10.
But then maybe it's not Nurgle. Maybe all chaos is somehow become overloaded. That will be a little annoying because it means any type of Imperial, or I should say, I'm not gonna say light side, like human faction you play, other than Braytonia, because they're nowhere near this.
Yeah, like how the only humans are not the strongest.
No, there are the strongest.
I meant to word that wrong. I meant to say that the French are not the ones that are capable, of fighting,
Well, the irony is, if they were over here, they'd have a better chance of killing Arbol way more than I would. They'd absolutely trounce his ass. But that's the weird thing about it, right? At least from a lore perspective and how this island is constructed and where everyone is on it. It's like, it is kind of hilarious that the most likely thing that could easily, literally trample, this down is nowhere near this. And it's like, and the ones that aren't fighting it are riding bears. Just want to say that. And throwing icicles at people, or just yelling the good word at them. You must believe, demons. It's like, huh? And then the others behind us, the next line of defense is a bunch of it's basically America / Germany. It's a bunch of gun-toting humans who just have more cannons and gunpowder that they can't do that they don't know what to do with. See, Grail Knights are essentially fantasy space marines. They are, but I mean, unless you have the mod to dismount them, all they are is calves, so they're not that great. They're great, but I want to also point out they are actually really good, but in a grand scheme of things, because they are just calves, they still have their limits in certain situations, especially sieges. Now, there are mods to fix this. We can get more Grail Knight choices, or just get that mod that allows you to dismount your Grail Knights in this game, and then boom. I will say the Empire does at least finally have something that both can trample it when it's in the open, but if it needs to, it will get off the horse and cut it down with a giant greatsword. The same author did make a hunting mod with wild animals that can fight back like, whoa, oh, ooh, that's cool. I do like that. Because a hunting mod would be fun. I feel like hunting in Bannerlord is kind of a weird thing that's not in there. It's like, why is that not in there? At least not... Maybe not make it too hard on the player, but at the same time, it feels like that should be a thing. So we need this because that's going to be our next thing, because that affects Zargar. Actually, wait a minute. Is that the one we want? Wasn't there one that affected... Hold on, I might need to go research now. I think we're going to go research now. Because we're getting late in the game now, and we're going to have to start speeding up drastically with this situation. If we're going to survive it, chat. This was a good first try with her. I know what to do with her now, to be fair, no matter what I do when I play her now. I don't need missile resistance. Both the things I'm fighting have no range. So... I think... What is firing drills? Firing drills all the Cassars. What covers my ice? What's the best of the court? We need to get best of the court leveled up to level 2. Because that bonus is all my Sisters of Ice. That's what we're going to call them now. Once we unlock them, which we should here soon. I got to start that construction. Start it. It's going to take 4 turns. If we upgrade this, it's going to unbalance the ice court support again. So let's wait to do that when we can do both buildings at the same time. Both that one and the Orthodoxy. Alright, got to make a choice for the Ice Maiden. Ooh, Infantry Commander. Ooh, that might be better than the one I have in my team. I'd have to look.
You need an anti-large, so that...
Hold on, let me look. And no, that's not what I mean. It just gives a bonus to the infantries, is what that means.
These look totally different.
Where is she?
One looks peachy, and then, you know, go over here, it's all nice and peachy.
So she has Protector, so she ended up with Devotion and Corruption, Ice Guard. Oh, hers is the Ice Guard specifically. So we'll have to compare if that's better. So that's a +8, +8. So then, let me look at our new Maiden. That's not as good. That would be good in the other guy's army, if we decide to go kind of 3 commanders in one army, which I might for the second one, just for the sake of having more spells and more stuff to use in this situation, since we're dealing with demons. Upkeep, so I can give her logistics as well if I wanted. I could also give her Ice Guard Captain, but he isn't going to have Ice Guard, so Field Command. That's what you're getting, my lady. Field Command. I've also got to spend my ice court points here. So we want war. Melee defense +3 for all units with rank 7 and above. It'll take a while, but any Kislevians who survive would be really... Ooh, but upkeep minus 10%
why does the general have a
Ice
berserker so
Guards?
can't get out by chain of command? No, I won't.
Oh, but this was the thing that was gonna make me more friendly with... I feel like... Right now, he'll start liking us as we start killing all these demons. So we're gonna go war. Do I want devoted guardians? This will make it cheaper for our ice guards, so we don't have to pay as much for them in upkeep. So we'll keep a lot of our money. But having better melee defense and weapon strength for all units who reach rank 7 is pretty good. It's a pretty high rank, but it's pretty good. Especially all the fighting we're going to be. Whoever lives is going to get a lot of XP. I'm going to do Martial Doctrine. Let's do that. Battleborn. Alright, we have a little bit of money, but we're going to save it. Everything else is good. Lord not move, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to check to see what Darius said after it cycles over. We're also going to see what war choices the Orthodoxy will give once it levels up next. Try to help us. And another mod that adds chariot racing. Oh, that's fun. See, that one I like the most. Because that is something weird that it wasn't. I feel like that also, even though it's a lot to ask of a developer, it's like, that's something that should have been added eventually, maybe, to the game at some point. But, you know, mods are good for that. That's kind of what the best thing for smaller games are. Is just let the modders do their thing and just give them good access. This is what I hope the PlateUp modder, or excuse me, the developer of PlateUp does for the console version at some point, since we don't have the mods like PC does. Because there's so many more food dishes that you can do and crazy cool things that infinitely expand and make that loop basically infinite when it comes to PlateUp. Because I've played it enough now that I'm almost unlocked all the dishes. I'm almost on stir fry. It's the last thing I have to kind of figure out and master and try out once it's unlocked. But it's kind of getting to the point that unless I wanted to franchise 3 different times in order to try to get certain items to randomly drop in my garage so I could get the perfect setup for certain runs and just try what's called experimental runs, where you just do specific things. You're not trying to necessarily go to longest, but you're seeing if this will work and try to go to longest if it works, kind of situation. So and the mods help add a ton of that. So hopefully, you see, they're adding more mod tools and making it easier for modders. Oh yeah, you talking about on Bannerlord? That makes sense. Although I guess at least for making it, if the developer ever also for the developer of PlateUp as well, if they ever wanted to make like extra money as well to make a new game, a biggest suggestion for that is instead of making a sequel to PlateUp, because some people might think, oh, do PlateUp too. But the issue with those types of games, when they're that good or they're made that well, because the gameplay loop is just so good as a game that it works as it's intended, it's hard to change that and it not lose its touch or its flavor that it gives it that same being a good game. But a good recommendation of this, you could take that same mechanics and just change the theme and just go, okay, have that similar style of gameplay and mechanics, maybe add 1 or 2 mechanics at best, and do like, oh, maybe you work in a factory now, maybe like a factory style sim of PlateUp, like Factory Up or Med Up, like some sort of medical style one, like
Epidemic. Oh, Epidemic is at war with what the fuck? Epidemic
all
is at
kinds of
war
stuff
with
you could do with
everyone.
it. But as far as like just PlateUp itself, I feel like just more mod compatibility for all the different platforms.
Why
other
do you
than just
want?
PC.
Why are you willing to pay me $3,000 for peace? Because he knows he can't. Because Arpal's in the fucking way. He knows this shit.
Oh, Arball's
No.
just wrecking house over here. He still hasn't taken Prague. I'm waiting for Nurgle to take it because I know Nurgle's not going to raid that. He's going to take that. But Arball's just been sitting here raiding Prague over and over again. He's not been taking it. He keeps sacking it.
I know. Oh no, that's bad. what he's doing is a tactic I've seen my YouTuber watch. Is you keep sacking it to get a lot of money to fund another army, and because eventually he will take it, but I don't know how much money he has.
Yeah,
so
but see, he
I
just
don't know how
lost.
many-
But hold on, see, here's what I knew was gonna happen though, because Nurgle's faction don't play like that. He just lost it. That now belongs to Festus. He just took it.
Woohoo!
Because here's the thing: if he's gonna do that, he's got to understand. What he should have done is knowing that your rival or one of your rival gods, one of your lord's rivals is about to come up and swoop in. You might want to take that, because that would have been considered an embarrassment in the lore. That would have been gone down as Arbol is the one who waited. Something like that. Something
Arbol,
stupid.
The undefeated waited out.
Well, because he was trying to loot, like you said, too much. His greed for looting and blood and skulls got to him, and he forgot he's also supposed to be taking land for his Chaos Lord Khorne in his honor. And whoops, now it's Nurgles.
Can we appreciate that Arbol has the personality of Scarbrand? Can we appreciate that? Hold on, I need to. Hold on. Blame me, scribes. You're gonna get a settlement. That.
What am I looking at?
Yes, you
Oh.
become my vassal. You.
Darius. That looks like a Bellicor
I
army.
have 2 vassals.
Darius, that
We
looks,
gotta-
that I just want to warn you. I don't know if you've noticed, but that might be a Bellicor army near Marienburg.
I think I know who took Marienburg.
No, Marienburg's still Darius's. But I mean,
I'll have to.
at a moment's notice, it could not be right now.
Let's have a look at Let's have a look at
He's actually not a 20 stack, but that's a decent setup other than the
Bellicor
dogs.
is
It
Bellicor
could
strength
be
like
better.
41. Archaon
That's
is
definitely not his strongest army.
79. Is Boris still alive? Boris is still. Oh god, Boris is 71. He's getting stronger than Archaon.
Who, Boris? Good, then I need his help. He
Yes.
needs to fucking win and come south.
I could join war against Boris.
You,
get Alcohol
you
myself.
better not. I will come kill you right now. I will abandon Kislev, march across this damn land to kill.
But the thing is, I can teleport next to Archaon. There's fuck all you can do about
No,
it.
I'll walk through Chaos Lands. I'm not at war with them yet. I'll let my empire burn. I'll just run through them and be like, we're not fighting. I'm going somewhere else.
What would it do?
Arbol
though?
will just look at me like, the fuck? Okay.
I could do it, I pay $4,000 just to get an non-aggressive path with Arbol. Ooh.
There's even more. Oh, okay. See, that's Bellicor's main. It's got Castle our choice. Well, so much for that vampire that used to be over there in the other.
Should I?
What are you doing, my dude? Where's the Braytonian king when you need him? Bring your forces down here and trample these dum-dums.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about
This is the reason why Bellicor doesn't go this way, or it's not at least normally, anyways.
AK, are you still alive? Are you dead?
He got
No.
wrecked. Oh, great. Seems like the chaos is having its day today. Bad timing for this series.
Oh wait, I'm talking to the over.
At least for
over
us, not
the
for James,
Overlord.
technically.
I'm talking to the blue chaos wolves. So the dark blue, the light blue, the overlords of Zara.
Question. I wonder if him taking that just pissed off Arbol. Can I really get blessed here and these two try to kill each other right now and hurt each other so bad I can just come in and freeze them both?
Yeah.
That would be great. I would love that right now.
Let's just say, chat. If you saw, you saw. I have a good ally now.
They're even adding crouch shooting for the gun. Oh, the gunpowder mods, meaning, ooh, you can now take cover and shoot. You can also do the line shooting thing, right? You probably can't get your units to crouch, but you can crouch under your unit's line and help them shoot, if that's the case. That's pretty cool. Or you could have a line of, if the units are able to do this now, you could have your front line crouch and the second line gets to shoot now like it should.
It could help it. Oh yeah, that is a good point actually. Hold on. I could transfer settlements, I forget. Well, I forgot.
Thank God you forgot that.
Well, how much should it cost? Do you know what? If it weren't for I have to wait 5 turns, I can slowly take Darius' empire without attacking him. And just fuck all he can do about it.
Ooh, I'm getting a ruinous infiltration. You think? Sometimes I love RTSs, but also sometimes hate how creepily irony can be in these games when something is happening.
Paradox is good at doing that, though.
Yeah, Paradox is the best at doing this, but I'm gonna read this to you, and considering my situation, would you hear this out loud? Very, very, very loud. Like, the unthinkable has occurred. We have uncovered a chaos cult in the very heart of the motherland. I wonder where it is. The blasphemers.
Yeah.
The blasphemers were summarily executed, but we must take drastic action to prevent such an infection from occurring. It's already occurred. Prague is down. Prague is down. I repeat, Prague is down. We need to recover Prague. Prague is now in heretic hands. Leadership and fighting demons of corn. Or not corn, demons of chaos. That would be pretty good right now. More rationality, which is diplomatic relations with Empire, Kislev, and Southern Realms. Okay, so I could ask for help.
Yeah, I wonder where the Chaos cultists are coming
I'm
from.
gonna go Dogma. Because I want to be able to fight them. We're going straight sisters. This is a situation you find the sisters in battle in a lot.
Should I tell Ardo, chat? Should I tell him?
I don't know if I want to know.
I don't know if I should tell him.
I don't know if I want to know whatever you just said. What's going on over there now?
Well, we need to know if we should tell him.
I mean, you might as well. You already said it out loud.
No. Shall we tell him about you know that? Should we tell him about that?
I see that. I did not know that was a thing I could research. See, I'm also learning.
I could warn him. Why would I do that?
We need that because that's gonna heal us in between battles. What do these do?
Right.
So okay,
How do you know these girls are
good.
fuck off to your border, or the two-headed duck demon who just fuck off to the world?
So we're gonna need this because it's gonna be mostly physical damage.
Hey, for that I'll take another part of the Empire without actually fighting you. We'll take Helmsgard. Helmsgard.
This one and this one.
With this, we stand against chaos.
See, even the Queen said it. With this, we shall stand against chaos. I hope that's the idea.
You're gonna fight Arbor and Archaon together. It's gonna be great.
I really hope not. I'm hoping my father will kill
Oh
Archaon.
yeah, you forgot the Black Chaos Dwarf as well.
I'm hoping.
'Cause he's up by that.
Yeah, but he'll be fine. If Arbal's doing this good, he ain't doing that good. He won't get this far. Arbal's here's the double-edged sword. Arbal is both the best thing to happen right now and the most terrible. Plus, because Festus is also here. Because there is no one past Arbal right now that can get here that's his friend. Arbal's not really friendly with anyone. Hell, this little betrayal between Nurgle and him may get me lucky. May get me a lucky situation here that maybe Festus will turn on Arbal. And they'll fight each other right now, and he'll send all these blood hosts against the Nurgle tanks, and they'll just rip each other apart, and there'll be hardly anything left of either of them. Then I come in with my 220s and wipe them both out. And cleanse this and purify this area of chaos and heretics. I did not cause this. I feel like you did. To be fair, usually they go after the Empire. I'm actually quite surprised Festus is even over here at all. I'm not sure why he's bothering with Prague. Why is he not taking...
He knows.
Because I want to point out, you know what's still alive? What faction is this? Nordland. Nordland is still very much intact. He has not touched Nordland at all.
I wonder if would Archeon fossilized wood turkey over and he did the other like he's like literally just like Captain America just instead of like it's just like a Nurgle guy going Nurglings assemble.
Nordland did judge him. Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know.
That
that sounds weird. I don't know.
But clearly not enough. Because he's going for Kislevians. No, I expect Arbol, but not Festus. Festus is just the kink in the chain right now that's really screwing this up really badly. He's made me have to camp. That's why we have not moved. Otherwise, I would have started a war with Arbol ages ago. And let him come to me and fight him on Kislevian territory. And just start, because I can do like now that we get new abilities, the Kislev also has the ability kind of like this, the Tomb Kings do, where I can create a blizzard in my territory that causes attrition to people who aren't Kislevians. So I could use that to cheese the shit out of him. It's like, but that's not gonna happen when there's Nurgle around as well. We're just gonna get Protector as well. The devotion is more important than anything, to be fair.
Out there, my brothers.
Okay. What is next? What is next? She's got 2 turns before she gets recruited. Then we need to take away one of our infantry for her. So we have a little less infantry, but we still got these guys, so it's fine. Okay. Lord not move. No, no one's moving. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We're also, how many turns till that building's done? 3 now. 4 for the other one, for the armored corsairs. I'm trying to get the ice guard and the armored corsairs basically a turn apart from each other.
I'm gonna fight Be'lakor, so Festus is my third. I could get an all-aggression back with Be'lakor.
The Napoleonic and Victorian era mods are happy that it's coming. Oh yeah, I'm very happy about a lot of the mods. The one you said is about like kind of like Japanese for like samurais and actually being able to use Japanese weapons and hopefully.
Wait,
and I assume it's going to be on actual Japan, like the island.
Oh, I forgot. What level is Kairos again?
Or a representation of it. So I'm excited about that one. Also, the Warhammer one when they find, especially when they add orcs, especially if they end up being playable. If I'm allowed to play orcs in Bannerlord mod and a Bannerlord mod that's from Warhammer, guess what we're doing? And that, especially if it happens and I'm able to easily get into it and be able to start playing it. Oh yeah, we doing some greenskins. We're gonna try to do a run with some greenskins and see what happens.
Right. Come on, Darius. Come on, Darius. Everything's going to shit, and I'm just, I want to challenge. Sortek hasn't killed the High House yet? What the fuck's going on? I don't know.
It does make me wonder. I wonder if the game wants me to attack Prague, technically. I wonder if the meta for her is to just say screw Prague and then just try to make up. If you're going to try to go Confederation, just try to be friendly as and be over friendly with the Orthodoxy to get them back okay with you. Because I just feel like Prague is a good holding point to get the rest. And that's why I'm kind of blocked out right now. Waiting for that opportunity. And they're attacking Volksgrad with the Blood Hosts again. Festus will probably just sit by and watch this one for now.
Go on, let's see what's happened.
Boy on for life.
No.
No.
It's my turn. You can't say no to my turn.
It can't be.
It can't be. What, is the reality that is not the reality you thought of? He sounded like a fucking elm. What? This motherfucker got marauded. Saturday out, you'll get your turn. I'm just interested in the Flaming Scryers because, you know,
Well,
Daddy
I
got
mean,
to take
at
care of
least-
everyone.
At least that's good for you. Better that he's apparently not doing as well as apparently Arbol and Festus are doing, I guess. Who have everything.
I'm about to give the Flaming Scryers one full continent.
Oh yeah, I want to
while
go back to
pushing-
Festus's army and show this nightmare fuel again that we didn't get to finish.
Does he have 3 stacks?
No, you don't, well, there's only C2 over here yet at the moment. The third one hasn't shown itself yet.
It might be an ambush.
I don't think it's made it up here yet, to be fair.
Wait,
If
the
it-
Beastmen are raided Zalan?
But I
What the
wanna,
fuck?
so you see this, that, now he didn't go no Nurglings, which is interesting. But to be fair, since he's not full Nurgle, he's more Warrior of Chaos kind, this makes more sense. But, I'm gonna read this out. So he's only got one really big one. So, Chaos Warriors of Nurgle, then
Makes sense.
Marauders of Nurgle,
Makes no sense.
then he's got Chaos Warriors of Nurgle Great Weapons. He has 3 of those.
How is he planning?
And then he has Marauders of Nurgle. Well, that would actually be ironically make sense right now. If he were to attack Arbol right now, depending on Arbol's comp, this actually could do a lot of damage because these all are armor piercing.
Second.
And that's what Khorne is armor. And,
Arbol, Daddy. Daddy Arbol. Velikor doesn't like.
and Marauders, regular Marauders Great Weapon. And he's got 1 pack of Nurglings. For some reason, a regular Chaos Giant instead of a Nurgle one. Okay. And here comes the terrible part. 2 Beasts of Nurgle.
Or is it Archaon even in power? I don't know what's
Mm.
happened, but they even.
But, and then he's got 2 Beasts of Nurgle. The Warriors of Chaos, the Chaos Warhounds don't mean anything. Regular Chaos rolls in some throwaway Furies. But I've never seen the AI actually get 2 Beasts of Nurgle. That is a scary thing. Plus he's just got a buttload of great weapons right now. His other army is not as impressive, but it's It's mostly low-level Marauders. Marauders who haven't turned into Nurgle yet. Yeah, he's got all regular Marauders in this one. He's got 3 heroes in this one, though. The leader of this army, then 2 exalted heroes of Nurgle. And that stayed back to guard Prague while he's over there bullying Volksgrad with Arbol right now. Wait. How are you? Do I have a perk? This is really strong. I want to point out my relationship with Arbol is improving. Huh? Oh fuck! Game.
My plan is paying off.
This isn't the Daughters of Corn series. I don't need to be friends with Arbol. That is some BS. Oh, they're friendly with each other. That's not gonna help me. Because the way you can kind of tell, Jess, you see how that face changed, right? Look when I click off. That's my relationship to Festus. This is Arbal's. God damn it. It is deteriorating, though. Ooh. Yes. He did take that as an insult. It's a negative 46 of trespassing against Arbol.
And I'm not saying the second half because I don't trust James. What I don't trust myself, which you want about that.
So I need to wait this out. I just need to be calm.
Actually, I do trust myself. No,
I
I'll
just
take
need
it
to
back.
be
I do
calm and
trust
I need to
myself.
wait.
But do I really?
You're not at war.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're not at war with Arbol. You're not. You are at war with Aziel. Really? And Throt at the same time. Why do I have a feeling I ain't gonna get to do the Confederation trick this time? I might as well just dip full in the war and say fuck it. I just have a bad feeling. Also, of course you're getting better and improving your relationship with me. I wonder why, old man. Probably because we're all gonna die and you probably need my help and you realize it now. It's like, I see that you're doing somewhat orthodoxy stuff now and you've embraced both sides. Could you please save our lives?
Really? How am I gonna trust her to help? Just gonna help me screw me? Help me screw me? As screw help
This is
me.
Fenrir all over again in that one playthrough we had with
Well,
it when,
this is the thing, Darius.
when we-
Sometimes
before we
you gotta
started
take a
unifying
chance in
everyone.
order. You have to take this chance, you know. If you believe that you could, if I could truly help
Two
you,
more
then you
turns.
should tell it. But if you generally don't believe I can't help you, then maybe I
Just
can
know if
because
I
I
should've gotten
can't
that
know
first,
the
but I didn't have
information
time to
without
wait.
knowledge.
Okay.
So
This, we need
without
money.
information, I can't exactly help you. You know, it's one of those things. I'm sure you get it, Darius.
Instantly complete one of... What? Oh. Really now? I'm gonna... Wait. No additional invocations may be performed in this... Oh yeah, that's fine. We have plenty of... How much devotion do we have here? 100. Yeah, we can pay half for that. That's worth that. That's gonna put that down to 1 turn. That gives us more time to recruit. Let's do that. And that puts that down to 2 turns. We're getting it, yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it. I forgot my invocations are hilarious now. We can now, like, force build buildings. Not completely, but one less turn is quite good in this game in some situations. Ooh, that would make her a tank, which we might need. She might need to be pretty powerful for her.
I lost with Dora Dragon. Well, it doesn't exactly help me as well.
That'll make her super tanky, super unbreakable for the unit that she's gonna join. Because she's gonna have to be up there with the infantry. There's just there's no way to avoid it. Because the patriarch and the other guy, one's a gun guy, one's a priest. they made the front line, and this maiden is at least got ice shielding. She can use the Emma Frost thing, just trick kinda, but instead of it being diamonds, it's ice. Alright. Oh yeah, did my adamant leveled up? Yes, he did. So we want to just focus on him just being good at, like, managing his province.
Oh yeah, I never drank my blue Lucasade.
Ooh, research rate, yes.
It's called Blue Burst. That's what the one's called. Because I had one called the Pink Lemonade. I think I had, and I liked it. Nice. I'm gonna try this one.
How fare my colleagues?
It tastes a bit. The aftertaste is a bit bland, but the initial taste is really nice. Like it's got that like blueberry kind of like taste to it.
I mean, that'd be better than probably what I had. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I need the all important step for further research.
Don't get me wrong. Some people might like this, but I had a pickle beer the other day.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You had a tickle fear?
No, pickle beer.
I heard you, but I didn't. What?
Pickle,
what?
as in pickles, and beer. Pickle beer.
What?
Yeah, I said the same thing. I didn't really. It wasn't my thing. It's okay. It's decent, but.
Who puts pickles in a fucking beer?
North Carolinians, apparently.
Who? What has the beer done to that poor man that it goes, we need more pickles?
North Carolina.
I expected to what I was trying to bargain, and I expected
a manual. Decisive.
What the hell?
He built mostly Marauders.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad me and Bellicor are not friends. I'm glad I was friends with the other one.
Jared's like, well, at least I didn't know I made the right decision, and you're gonna die. So see you later.
Yeah.
Well,
but the one thing is, he was negative
okay.
5 for me, and now I bet after this he really wants to be my friend. I'm going, yeah, so it's a bit fucking late. You kill Karl Franz. I know not to fucking Karl Franz, but fuck with him. But help him. But not. But help.
Clearly, Bellicor did not do the smart things like his brothers over here near me did.
Shall I make it a 4-way chaos battle? Should I bring my ass over there?
The hell you mean? You can come over by Prague?
I could come up to the top of you where Malachi is stationed.
That doesn't. You wouldn't be able to do anything. You'd just be up in the mountains with Malachi.
No, but I could kill Malachi.
Okay, I mean, sure, I guess. That's up to you. That does not affect me whatsoever. Actually, you know what? Do that.
No, but I'm not going to. Because I can't anyways, because I'm at war with Epidemus.
Well,
and he's yet to find me.
Well, I was hoping that would work, but oh well.
Bellicor, you dumbass. Guess what he did? I don't know. Kill one. You're right, Scott. He gave me the big man. A giant?
What? I don't even know what you mean.
I don't. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. I might be slightly tired though. I had to get up really early today. Somewhat.
Theodore. Is he a giant?
Oh, dear, you talking about the fantasy version of what might be the lion? Empire Legendary, yeah, the one that I get to be.
Empire Legendary Hero.
Fantasy Lion, the lion. I guess you could say Gilliman maybe, but I'm gonna lean more towards the lion. Nobody's Gilliman.
Also, a ceiling in your chat, Arthur.
Nobody. Nobody.
Arthur.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Is Celia in my chat? My chat must be broke. Hold on. Just 1 second, chat. My bad.
I'm just asking.
Oh, you're just asking? Not that I saw, but I'm gonna reset my chat. And I just said that because it always freaks me out when I don't know if no one's talking or if it's quiet.
You know what, Mike? Come on, people, talk to me. I'm friendly. Please, I want the attention. No, not really. You know what? This is what I love and hate being like a small YouTuber. I don't watch something like the size
He's
because
not
it's
here?
like
Okay.
I love the interactions you get with viewers because they're so genuine and they're so nice about it. And then, even though you don't understand if they speak a different language, for example, Spanish, because I only know one Spanish. The one word is Spanish, and that's uno.
Which is ironic.
Here's a
because-
question for all the Spanish people, though. When you're playing the game Uno, do you say we're playing the game of one in your language, or do you have a word for
I would
Uno
assume
as
it's
in the
just
card game
Uno.
Uno as a different word?
Considering the original word is a Spanish word, I'm assuming they just say Uno.
No, but Uno in Spanish is one, though. This is what I'm trying to say, though.
Yes,
do
but
they
they
say
would
we're gonna
ju-
play a
they
game
would
of
just-
one, or
No,
do
they
they play?
would just say Uno.
Yeah, but
It's
No,
the
but
same
the
thing.
thing
You
is,
realize
though,
you're a
the card-
kid. Yeah, I think James is
no,
calling
but
himself.
the way
Chat,
we
this
did-
is what
if
this is
tries
what
like
happens
it,
when
the cards
you
we're
put
gonna
a
play the game of
computer
one.
to a conundrum.
No, what they say is though, this is the thing though. If they say that, they say we're gonna play the game of Uno. In
Yeah, because that's what everybody
If
says
you
in
translate
the
that, they'll be
original.
playing. We're gonna play the game of one.
No, because the original word that the game is called is their language. Why would they change the word?
No, because Uno means one in Spanish.
Yes, but they would just say still the same thing.
Yeah, no. How would you know? You're not Spanish.
Because it's common sense.
How do you know?
Because I'm pretty sure everyone in the world, except for like really hardcore like languages like Japanese, Chinese, and German and stuff like that, maybe Russian as well, they probably call it something else. Because there's a different word for the number one in their language. So they can't, they won't even call it Uno. They'll even call it a whole other word.
It's
But-
only applies to Spanish.
But
We need to know this answer.
But the English
We need
and Spanish
answers.
community
I
are
don't
just
need
gonna
sleep,
say
I need
Uno.
answers.
Why would they say other? It's silly. Very sometimes.
This is why I'm
Yeah,
asking, because I don't know.
What's beautiful about this is if I ever had a rogue AI I needed destroyed, all I need to do is get James to talk to the damn thing.
Yeah,
He'll
because
kill
I
it.
need to know. Do they say Uno in
'Cause he'll put it
Spanish
in
like
such
a
a
different
co-
word?
No.
Or do they say? Do
Yeah,
they say
but that's a
card one?
You're not getting
This
it.
is the
That-
thing.
You're not getting it. That's a paradox. It's always gonna say one. So even them saying Uno is still saying one. They're just gonna say Uno.
No,
You
but what if they say?
you created a
if I call it
paradox.
El- you might say I'm gonna be terrible at Spanish. I apologize. I might call it El
I agree.
PlayStation or something like that. I can't call Uno like that. You know, like a different word that means Uno. It's not a
No.
paradox.
It
might
is
be
a
a paradox.
paradox. It
I
is
don't
a paradox.
know.
You created a damn paradox.
I'm
This
good
is-
at that. So
This
just
is why if I ever have a rogue AI, I'm just calling James. It's like, I need you to sit on the phone while I have you on speaker, and you just need to come up with some random BS.
No, I'm good at that. I am good at bullshit. I don't say I am. I don't say it's a good thing. We should put bullshit, but it's funny and it's a funny thing because you could literally just say I've met the president or something like not something like that stupid, but something like that kind of thing, and they might just believe it. Also, I have two hot glasses.
Oh my god, dudes.
Anyways, yeah, we need
That
to know
question hurt my soul. Even I'm not even a machine. It almost made me have been 20 years.
Yeah. Well, no, but this is the important things we need.
Yes!
to know.
Yes! The Orthodoxy just took Fort Ostrich. He's now over here where he can freaking help me.
He's supposed to be by Fort Ostrich.
He's been taking his time.
Yes, no, I'm having that. I'm having that. Yes, Grom, you sexy fat bastard.
The tide is turning, chat. Chaos might be in trouble because now they've kind of trapped themselves in this corner.
Darius, I'm sorry. Grom's offered me 1,000 gold to have a non-aggression pack. I'm taking it. And he's stronger than me.
My brain is starting to hurt. Exactly, Foster.
No, but you get what I mean,
No,
Foxy.
no,
The word, the
no.
question.
No, everyone looks at that question and goes, but no, it's the same thing, and just looks at you and goes,
Yeah,
but
but how
why?
would you know? But you're not Spanish. Unless you've dated a Spanish person.
No, you
would
don't.
know that.
No, you don't. You just need
Well,
to
I need to ask
understand.
someone.
You know you don't. You just need common
Yes, I
sense.
do. We need to ask the Spanish person.
You need to just understand how reality works, and then you're good.
Reality is what I make it, and reality isn't
what?
always what I seem.
Whoa,
So if I make
wow.
reality what I need
wanna
to ask it.
Oh, this might get Vlad on my ass though. Holy shit.
This might
Okay,
get
so
flat on my ass.
okay.
Talking about the undead.
Wow, this military access with Darius was both a blessing and slightly maybe a curse.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Darius.
you two are working together, you little fuckers.
So Darius.
To be fair, I don't blame you.
So Darius, I want to point out. I love how the moment you did that, Tabaclan is like, hey, you want a non-aggression? Dude's at war with Festus. It looks like James. No, that's the trickster, right? The changeling trickster. That's the changeling,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so that's okay. But he's
That's okay.
but he's at war with
Wow.
Festus. That might put Festus on my ass now. Ooh, I don't know if I can accept this.
The fighty Festus with you. No, the fighty Festus for you. The change side all of a sudden. For the Empire, fuck his wife!
Ooh. Right? Tabaclan said, I can send aid. I mean, he has no troops over here yet. I don't even know how he's even gonna get past the orcs or frickin' Vlad. It's like, how could you help me?
Wait, what's that? What's that South? I never looked at
Wait,
South
what did you
Rial's.
say? Hold on.
South Rial's picture looks so weird.
Make Festus retreat. I can try.
Make it. Hold on. You're towing a tank.
I mean, to be fair, he has way less up here than Arbol is. It'd be way more of an easier fight for me to pull off. But if I get wounded and then Arbol goes, it's gonna be a double-edged sword.
Should I help? No, you know what?
I'm gonna take the chance because
we're gonna.
I'm gonna take the chance because we need the help.
I'm gonna
need
take
the
a
help.
chance and
And he's not at
down
war
the
with
fence.
Vlad, so I don't have to worry about that. If he had been at war with Vlad and Festus, that was a no-go.
What the fuck?
That would
Hold
have got
on.
me pincered attacked.
I got a. What? I just got a free hero. What the fuck?
Is he? I am talking about the Count. His home territory will be in danger. That's true. But at least now with
You little
non-aggression, this
fucker.
may pin me to fight Festus, hurt him, make him have to retreat, and then you can hopefully send aid to him if they attack him again. I just need to get him out of Prague, and before Auerball finally realizes the mistake he made and takes it for himself. If I can get Prague, I have a front line against chaos and against the coming terribleness if Father fails. And then I focus on just me and the Orthodoxy becoming super friends. It's my only hope. I have to bribe him on this turn too because we need to keep him. He may not like the fact that I'm being a little too friendly with the Empire, but I have to. This is chaos is on our freaking doorstep.
Attack you, bitch.
Yeah, actually, it looks like. What's funny is because of that weird improving of friendly relations between me and Arball. Don't ask. I don't know why that's happening. Don't know what's causing that. But it's only 1 point at a time too for some reason. I'm not sure what that is. He's actually.
Have a look at your.
What's funny is he's actually lower and less likely to attack me right now than Festus. Festus is negative 191, and because of all my friendliness with Nordland, Reichland, Malachi, and Tabaclan, And I killed Barceling, basically. Or did a lot of bad things to them. He's at negative 191. Next turn he's negative 224. He's hostile already, so I'm expecting him to drop this anvil on me very soon. I just think he's trying to get Volksgrad away. What I think he's doing is he's cheating the system, which I really don't like that Korn does this too much with the AI. Korn keeps sacking the places and not taking them. So what's happened is he sacked Volksgrad again, and now Festus is attacking it instead. So now Festus is going to have both of these. And I'm hoping, once again, this is going to keep pissing off Arball. Because what I'm hoping to do is drop a stick of corn bloody dynamite into that Nurgle rat net. It's disgusting.
Boris is 55 or so.
Because if they kill each other, then I easily can mop up the damage control.
Boris and Boris and Archeon are just going ham with each other.
Fully. I mean, that's cool. That's fine with me. Let them brawl it out. This is going very weirdly role-playing like right now, and it's kind of weird. It's definitely
I could teleport over to... Hold on. Let me have a look at that fat bastard.
Is it? Oh, yeah, the invocation of gods.
Oh, you sexy motherfucker. You're 103 strength rank, and I'm 33. After I've done... I've got some important duties to take care of. As Kairos. But next episode, it's the end of Epidemus.
I like how James is going on. You leave my father alone. You stay away from up there.
I said Epidemus.
Yeah, but he's definitely gonna attack you if you come up there. He's gonna. What do you mean, Saint? You're not supposed to be your honor.
You currently fighting Arbol, and I may or may not have not got a non-aggressive pack with him. So hey.
Not me, I'm talking about my father. He'll be the one that attacks.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Archeon's fighting Boris as well. And I may be friends with him.
Where's my ice? Well, I forget I have to recruit her. Every time. Okay. Okay, here we go. We can start recruiting. The ice castle was done. Finally. I can also call it a different episode finally now. Next episode. It's been because we've been trying to build this building. There they are, chat! There they are. The Sisters of Ice. Now, there is upgraded versions of the building that will give us better stuff, which let me show that off real quick. There will be this one. This will give us the rest of the ice, the Sisters of Ice. But we don't have that yet. Right now we only got basics, but that's all we need. Because they'll be better than any of the small stuff. Any of these. So we're going to basically replace all of these guys. Maybe not these two great weapons, because it's hard to get these for the... I think those don't unlock until the second tier of their building, so... We're going to keep these Armored Corsairs just because I really just want them here. It's either that or I will... It depends on how good they are. We're going to compare them once there's a couple of them in here. If these Armored Corsairs are still generally somewhat better in certain ways, we're going to keep at least a small contingent in here. If they aren't, if they're kind of even, because of my stats that I've been going for, then we're actually going to move these to the other guy's army because he doesn't have anything good in here like that. We can replace this infantry easily and give him a much better front line that will help us against the Chaos forces. So, first off, let's recruit our new Frost Maiden. You're going in here. Why did you not join in? Wait. Uh-oh. Didn't you? It's bugged out. Why is it acting like... you get out. That's a bug. Let me count this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? So why couldn't she go in there? She run out of movement? Oh, she ran out of movement.
Yeah.
An idiot. Never mind. Get back in there, priest! Which is, oh, so I actually do have the perfect amount of units. Okay, cool. At least for starting you, so I need to level you up. So we want to give you Ice Maiden's Kiss, the Frost Shield, because that makes you even tankier, because you're going to be helping the front. What does Defrost do? Damage per second, direct damage, strong versus other characters. We need this, because that'll hurt the champions of Nurgle. Frost Blades allows her to imbue weapons with frost. Yes. The Ice Sheet. This sounds like something Scotty does. Which essentially is ironically the same thing, but instead of making them faster, it slows them down because they trip. We don't really need that, so I'm going to go into another level of Frost Blades. And then also unlock Evasion for her. There we go. So that way she will be strong enough for that. Now let's
I don't know.
Tazarina,
Mistress of Ice.
her units.
We are both servants.
So let's compare here. So we do have dual weapons. They don't have the melee defense compared to these guys, which is very odd. They are better melee attack. They do have better types of melee attack. Their weapon strength is higher. Their charge bonus isn't as good, but it makes sense. Armor's a lot better, though. Like, a lot better. Holy shit. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll change 2 of these
I have no patience.
into these. And then we'll go... There's no great weapon version, so it's basic infantry. So you compared to you. Once again, same. Their melee defenses seem to be slightly less, but they do have better armor, less health though. They get frostbite on everything, so that's kind of what we want. Let's get rid of you.
I question their loyalty to Kiss.
That. I think I have to go one less dual weapon. We might not be able to keep this guy because we need one more.
We
system.
need dancers though.
So let's get rid of you because you're not as going to be as helpful. Oh, we can't afford it. Oh shoot! I'll have to wait till next turn. I didn't realize that. That's fine. Let's get research. What did Daria say? Because I don't want to slow the turn down too much. You can read it real quick if you want, James. Hello, James?
Ah!
What did Daria say?
He's dying.
Battle speed. That's not what
Did anyone get their quest battles yet?
No.
No. Is it linked? We have a bug. Wow, blow it up with fire.
Do we? Oh yeah, it is played.
I mean, Dada's got worse than a bug. He's got fucking.
I mean, it is
a big fat one.
I mean, it is turn 20. What'd you say? Level 16 with what?
With a death claw and no hammer.
That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
level
point.
15.
That's a good point. We have leveled up. I haven't leveled up much, but if y'all have been leveling up, maybe this is
Yeah, I'm
maybe
level
this
15. I
mod-
haven't seen mine.
So maybe this mod out of date issue is that it's doing the same thing we had with that one mod we did where it killed all the, it removed all the what do you call it? That was the settlement changer mod that did that, wasn't it? But it's not active. I wonder what's
Yeah.
causing it.
No.
So I wonder
It's not
what,
it.
so it must be the Kislev one possibly. Because all yours are in date, right? All the Zeech ones. Hello, James?
Yeah, what's up? I'm looking through my quests.
Oh, yeah, but
Because
all your Zeech ones are up to date, right? Mod-wise?
No.
No, so it could be you. It could be you or me then, because one of mine's not either.
The overhaul, reskin, and
It could be the overhaul.
the overhaul, the reskin, and the third one is they're not up to date.
Could be the overhaul.
No, because the overhaul don't affect quests though. It just affects the stats of the characters.
An overhaul is still an overhaul. It means it had to change something in the code. You
No
gotta-
issue with it. Try starts with the roof then. That is.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Why does he sound like for fucking? Why is? Hold on. Before we get into this,
I mean, we're not really
want to
gonna.
know.
There's no point really worrying about it. Sadly, for this playthrough, we'll just have to deal without it. And sadly for me, that's gonna suck the most. I mean, I'm getting quests, but I'm not getting. I haven't got that quest.
Yeah, I saw mine.
Unless they've changed it and you have to do a different quest now to get yours. I really don't know. I won't know until I complete these 2. It only gave me 2 so far, though. Although that one kind of looks like maybe. What does this give me? Oh no, that's definitely not my main quest. I don't know.
Second only to the throne.
I can collect seats and get rune fangs for my heroes and lords. It seems like everybody gets rune fangs. No wonder Gorbag got one so easily. Alright, let's hit intern here. It'll suck for me a little bit more, but overall I don't think it's gonna matter too much. It's 9:30 already. Might not be able to do too many more turns. I didn't figure I'd get a manual tonight. My main manual is probably going to be next episode, which is tomorrow, so it is probably going to be green. Because green has done the most damage to me right now as far as just having the most inconvenient places that would have allowed me to be bigger than the orthodoxy just enough that it would allow that once we become friendly I could confederate him as long as I help him with Throt. That was the original plan, but that may be different this time depending on what happens.
Out there, my brothers.
All of the quests that still work. Oh no!
Oh,
You know what I got quests for? For the Alliance. But that might happen with Archaon. I got a man and a dwarf. Oh, you got Felix and Vortex.
that one. So it's partially working. So why are the weapons disabled? That's weird. See, when the other bug happened, all of them didn't work. None of them worked. You just didn't get quests. But that made sense because since you were able to technically change your starting settlement, this would end up screwing up technically the core way the game works. Because to be fair, most factions, whether people realize it's not just totally based on the hero, it's based on your starting location, what you're gonna get too. So if you don't have the home's like main capital, none of the other quests that are predate the main quest that gives you your weapons will trigger. So you get no quests at all. But this will be a good place to leave it here soon. Do we want to end it on this next turn on when it comes back to me, or do we want to wait do one more turn?
We do one more turn.
Because I don't want to go too late. I want to have time to chill and relax tonight. And we can get on BGA or something, whatever we all want to do. Because I don't want to go to bed too late tonight. I need to get some sleep. It's been a crazy day. At least I did find out the thing on my van is not, or what was causing the idle issue is not as bad as I was thinking. Thank God.
I am fake to become a witch.
Those are motherless donkey warriors there, my lady. Be careful, you don't want to become a witch too soon. You're already technically a witch, you're a nice witch. Ice. How goes it, Darius? Oh, I think he ended it here, okay. Yep, see. Let me guess. Now this is where Nurgle's gonna switch hands with him. He's gonna end up taking it for himself. Because he sacked it again, like an idiot. It's like, I know you need skulls to take stuff with corn, but God, there's no way he doesn't have enough. Plus, I'm pretty sure the
He
AI
still
gets,
have enough.
plus, I'm pretty sure the AI gets an infinite pool anyways. So, and Festus' turn, yep, did exactly what I thought. Took Volk's Squad right out from underneath his feet. So two things are actually helping me right now. So there are going to be two alternatives that are about to occur. Either Arbol is going to turn on Festus, because now 2 trespasses have been occurred. The first one was giving them a negative 46 with each other. That's going to double it. So, there's a chance that he could start outpacing me in hatred for each other versus for me. And I'm kind of hoping that happens. Oh, damn, Darius. Darius is losing it. Darius is angry. He's going for the full.
Oh, great!
Full bomb.
This is the last of the fucking. Oh, it's a firing. And I lose no one! Hooray!
Norska. Well, at least Norska's they're just Vikings with more angry powers. At least you're not fighting demons as much. Clearly they do. Clearly they want.
You wanna die? I dream of that every day, Darius.
He's talking to the Norskins, but yeah, here you go.
Damn it! Yeah, I know, I killed, I'm aware, I killed people, I know.
Maybe not a good thing to tell them it. It's like to the people you were trying to negotiate with, yeah.
What are you giving me for them? Yeah, I'll take it, because I'm a cheap hooker.
They don't want this fight. Clearly they do. At least that's an easier target. I would love for that, because then I could just send the Ice Sisters straight at them and tear them apart.
One of my vassals owns an entire continent to himself.
Wow. Lucky that
Oxalotto
guy.
is not a problem anymore.
Lucky that guy. Zeech is just James is just doing the Zeech thing and just making Zeech secretly grow stronger around the map.
Properly secured the jungle. That's great to hear. Says Boogeyman fucked off. Okay, Zolan lost that to the rats, so that's fine. I think that's the only one he's got left. So, as blaming Sathrael watches, we're gonna trade you a cell. We're gonna give you Zolan. What are you willing to pay for me? 2,000 gold. I ain't fucking bad. Now, when the other ones could have taken over an entire continent as well. So all is well in my front. Always well over here. So how's everyone's doing? Terrible? Good. No, you may not go on some of my shit. So, Sathrael stronger. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, I know. It's a struggle, ain't it? I'm sorry, Darius. Cannot have it. There's no. Oh, enchanted item. Yes. So that's max. I'm fine, Darius. I'm busy. Armor. There's armor. Spell resistance. I mean, that's good. No, we don't need that. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Go on, blast. What's fire damage?
Oh, yeah.
Never had this before. Magical fire damage. Oh, okay, that's good. I don't have a hand weapon. Azar, you get. No. That's for this guy. He gets the attribute snipe. He gets the time and the judge. Ward safe, wound time, and speed. Oh, yes, please. No, he don't get that. Don't get that. He doesn't have a hand weapon, so. What? He gets the forest armor. Melee defense and more range. Hell yes, brother. No, I think that's fine. And the rest I could just give it to this guy. So that.
Oh,
Now everyone's equipped, dude. Against passive, Miscat's just 50%. Nice, great, good. Okay, yeah. Everyone's got banners. Everyone's equipped. I need to know skills. Priest mobility. Well, he can't move anyways. Oh, fragment of sorcery. Yes. So we got that. Yeah. Strongest is a single unit. No. Yeah, okay. So you just
I found out where the kids live supply of pistols, man.
Good against our
Really,
strongest
Boris?
multiple units.
We must have paid him for that auric cloak, right? He got a shipment full of. This is the lore, right? He got a shipment full of like hundreds of millions of little flintlock pistols in exchange for the white cloak of auric. And I'm like, good job, Boris. Or maybe it was a hold on, even better. Maybe it was a misprint of delivery address because there's a Boris in Kislev, right? As well. Whoops! It got sent to the wrong place. And they got our pistols. We got their cloak. Oh man.
I'm just upgrading. Oh yeah, now I get this. I'm just upgraded everything because you know I've not all got that. I actually could get rid of this now because now there's no effect to this, so I could basically just say fuck you and get rid of it. So what we do? Yeah. So we do more money, control, defense, siege. Geographical all built into province. Ah, we'll get more money. It's the harm in more money. Now we're gonna get more money. So yeah, everything's working out really well. Except I started those damn steam tanks.
She's realized what wins. How she's gonna win this is just, I want some too. She's like, nope, I need them. I'm going to run everyone over, and there goes Ropsman. The Ropsman clan are dead. Sad faces. Sad faces, sad faces. Ropsman down. Ropsman down. Ropsman down. Okay. Alright, now. Carry out a. Yeah, I know, I couldn't do that. Although, I guess I could have tried, but I don't have any assassins that are really worth anything right now. That's not really what we do. What did Daria say?
None shall question me. Me before you.
Hello, James, you there?
Yeah, we want to end it this term.
Yeah, but what Daria say? He said something, I can't read it.
I can lead land ships, but the tank is better. Yeah.
That's true. So we have our proper armor. Oh, wait. What did I upgrade that gave me? Zargard. What? The fuck? How did I get that already? Oh, fuck. Fuck the armor corsairs then. It's like, that's much better at killing chaos. I don't know what I did to do that. Wait, was that a part of this? I thought this was armor corsairs, not... It is! So wait, where are the... Zargods coming from right now? Oh! You cheaty little ice queen. This mod gives me a set of 3. It gives me the... while getting this first level of sisters. So it gives me dual wielding Zargards. Great weapon Zargards. They get great swords instead of axes. Oh, that definitely is better than what I have. And then regular Zargard. What the hell? You cheated little ice queen. You're campy, but that. Give those back. I mean, they're probably not yours. They're once again probably Boris's. Clearly, he didn't need them. How much money I got left? How much are they for the great wet swords?
Not much.
They're $11.50 each. I can only get maybe 2. That's all I need. Let's see. Let's see how many. Let's get 1 started. Will I have enough for another one? I will. So let's get them both replaced. These great axes are not going to be nowhere near as good as this. Hell no. Okay, so I at least have fighting power to be able to fight this BS. Because I did the right thing while turtling. I was making sure something was always building. We were always making some progress since we can't fight and couldn't push forward. But we will be ready for this chaos tide, and we will push it back into the wastes, or we will freeze it where it stands. And for you, my big guy, once I get enough, I need to change some of these to armor Cassars, so you can have a bit better infantry as well. We can just fuck them up. That way I can come back from this little crazy surrounding situation. Alright. That seems good. Are we going one more turn, or do we want to end it here? I won't be doing anything for another 2 turns, technically. Because that's how long it's going to take. Technically longer than that, because it's going to take 2 turns to get that done, but I've also got to, in the next 2 turns, start the recruitment for the armored Cassars. Maybe I should just put Czars in here and move these to the other guy. That would be less money. Huh. I think that's what we're gonna do, Chad, because I think that makes more sense. Wait, the Zarkars don't have guns, though, do they? They don't. So that's the
Why is my
difference.
Lucas say blue energies once God's this?
So we could get rid of our archers now, since we'll have pistols and guns with the axe infantry and spear and club infantry. So we wouldn't need extra range anymore. We could do the guardsman trick. They'll sit in the front, they'll shoot, they'll take up the damage, they'll soak it up, they'll probably die, some of them. But then the sisters and the rest of the battalion will finish it off. Interesting. So let's make her 20 stack really overpowered next episode. We want her to be able to kind of just be scary. Because we're fighting some scary shit. Alright, I think that's good. We don't have a spear infantry right now, Czar-wise, do we?
We are both.
No.
You
And sister either. That won't be till tier 2. Okay. We can get some duels, but I'm gonna let the sisters be the dual weapons for her. I'll put the dual weapons in the other one. Okay. So I know what my next plan is. So are we ending it here? Boris, what's going on? What's going on over there? This is not going up like I was hoping. So 5. Oh, this is 6 now. Oh, I got ahead. Oh, because I keep forgetting characters also add. So when I've created my little ice maiden, I accidentally added another point to this. Hold on. That means I need to upgrade the church. Because that'll give it, or add one somewhere else. Does Kislev have one yet? It doesn't have room for it though. It'll have to just be an upgrade to the church. How much is that going to cost me? 1,800. So this side goes +4. That's +8. We do not want that much. Although it needs to catch up a bit, but then I'd have to do the same thing for the other one in order to get it back ahead. So we'll go with this one. So it'll be that one when we get it. It's 3 turns. Are we? Is this where we're saving it, or do we want to do one more turn? I'm surprised the dwarves and the hammer never made lever action rifles. To be fair, that is true. It is kind of odd with the way their hammers and stuff work. Since the lever of a gun is basically a hammer, it is kind of weird that they didn't have better muskets or some sort of breech loading rifles. Well, they could have had way better guns than the others. Also, James, you still there?
Yeah, I am.
I asked you several times.
Thinking,
are we ending or are we?
Yeah, I get.
I didn't know if you. I didn't
one
know.
more turn.
Huh?
We said last turn that we're gonna edit this turn, so we said we'd do one more turn last turn.
Oh, so we're saving it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I needed to make sure. I was like, you didn't say it. Like, we're there to go. We lost James. His internet died at the last second.
No. Funnily enough, Darius is from Alabama. Give him the 11-finger clap, everyone.
Funnily enough, their cannons are breech loaded. So why not the guns? Why would they do that for the? That's just writer. Somewhat, no offense. It's not against it in the writer specifically. It's just as a person, but it's just that's a little bit of stupidity on writing. Just want to say, if you've already established that they have breech loading on a larger weapon, something massive, because this is how something doesn't work in real life. You don't build the big version first. The only thing that has to do that is computers. That's why they started massive in the beginning, back in the 90s and the 70s and all that. They were huge to make supercomputers and like server farms and stuff like that. Whereas they're a lot smaller today. That's a little different. But when it comes to like engineering or physical engineering, most of the time the best object is made small first. So it's kind of strange that they have cannons and like automatic repeater type cannons as well that are breech loaded, but they don't have handguns or rifles that the dwarves can carry that are also breech loaded. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
That is kind of strange, but it's saved. Y'all can exit out. It's saved. Hold on, I'll look at the picture real quick. Oops,
No, you won't. It's
It's
copywritten.
it's zoomed out.
No, it's not. It's copywritten. I don't care what it.
Hold on. 1 second. I gotta let it load back in since y'all X out. I gotta let the game load to the main menu.
She has a hat to the back. So like a cannon.
Yeah, but that's that's what's called breech loading. That's how shotguns are loaded, technically. Also, something that baffles me, that the way the shotguns the dwarves design are, that should have been the first thing that ended up like that.
Yep.
Essentially, those dwarves should have super shotguns, like Doom Slayer's weapon. It just baffles me it's not a thing. And it's like, they have the technology for it. You can see it in their other weapons. And like, they would definitely be able to make a handheld, one-handed super shotgun. With a double barrel. It wouldn't have too much ammo, but they wouldn't care. Because dwarves are always in the face of someone anyway, so they could use that to just one-bop someone trying to jump them and keep on fighting with the axes. It's
My
like,
phone's hot.
so it's kind of strange. But
Yeah.
yeah, they can. Yeah, see, and Winchesters are another good example as well. Winchesters are also like that. So the Winchester rifle,
yeah, go over to Winchester was just an awful lot older.
which the thing is, another funny thing about that is like that would even be a faster firing gun than the Empire has, which is also like, why do they not have this?
Here's the question, right? Here's the most important question of them all. Why doesn't Malachi get crank units naturally for his Empire?
That's also another thing. They have
That's-
crank guns. They have automatics. They definitely should have semi-automatics, and they don't. It's so strange.
No.
It's
Malachi make crank guns doesn't have any. Even all variants he made.
Well, I'm
light
talking
to
about
heavy.
even in the lore. Like, there are automatic guns in the dwarf lore. Even in
Oh, yeah.
And we're not talking about 40k, we're talking about fantasy, but yet there are no semi-autos? What? You realize automatic doesn't get made first most of the time in most society.
No, usually semi-automatic does that they first.
So it's like, how did they not have any, like, Winchesters and repeaters and shit like that?
Maybe that's what the Thunderdeers are.
No,
In a
they
way.
don't know. They have to reload per main volley. And if you look how they load it like a cannon. That's a cannon shot. It's not a
Like a
gun.
musketeer kind of thing.
Which is the same thing Carl has. But you're like, but they would be more advanced than Carl. They'd have better guns
Yeah.
than he would.
Especially Malachi.
Well, Malachi specifically, but any in general, the dwarves should definitely all... they may not have as many depending on the faction, but there definitely should be at least some platoons of just repeater rifle type dwarves in all factions of dwarves. It just seems kind of silly.
Yeah.
Now, Malachi would be the king of this, if this was an actual thing, and it should be a thing. He would be the one that would be known for this. He's probably the one that would have made it. And with the finesse and how, if you look at his actual lore and how he finesses his guns, he definitely would have loved the Winchester. He would have loved the fact that it would have twirled when he reloaded it. And he would have just blasted a demon and repeating in the face. Like, it's just such a strange concept in some cases. But that is just the writing being the writing. That's just how it is. Doesn't mean it's good necessarily, but that is just how it is. Heck, it's possible to convert muskets into. It is. Some nations did do that IRL, but that even more so proves my point. Since that is a thing even muskets can do, this is just pure writing, just for the writing's sake of saying, oh, they just don't have that. Alright. Yeah, you gave them basically handheld miniguns. Sure. The mechanics in that are far more complicated than some semi-auto rifle. Yeah, and that's another thing. They have helicopters. They can't make semi-auto rifles and they have helicopters? Do you know the engineering that goes into making a helicopter? To be fair, the Chaos Dwarves, and maybe this is why they don't do this. Maybe they do that so they don't get too powerful. Because realistically, in a scenario, if this was real, if this world existed, the Dwarves and Chaos Dwarves would have killed everybody by now. Just saying. You wanna know why? Because they'd have the best tech. The only ones that might be living would be Ikit and several other heavy technology-based societies. But most of them have been just trampled by the fact that just dwarves would have better weapons in general all the time. So it's like, I don't know about that. The Empire, maybe if Elspeth decides to push hard on the revolutionizing of her weaponry, sure, maybe. But if they stay musket level and just cannons, and they do have steam tanks, that's also another argument I guess you could say for the Empire. Even they may be arguably kind of underpowered because your brain kind of goes, yes, you have a tank, but you have muskets? It's like, what? But anyways, I don't want to digress too much. It's just a weird thing. It's just writing being writing. Plot armor. Just like what happened to the Zoc. Always remember that.
I need a pee, so I need to be right back.
Alright. Trying to hit that button. It is so hard to hit the Steam button. I may have to do that slightly different. We'll figure it out. I may have to make it the back too, just because I don't use those as much. Heck, some dwarves even teach in the engineering. That's true too. That's why I do think it could happen. I do think the Empire, if it pushed, could revolutionize. Especially with how Elspeth is. And her school and all that. So, and the fact that dwarves have been there, and there are dwarves that are loyal to the Empire technically anyways. So, it's one of those that it should technically happen by osmosis. If the dwarves do it, they would do it. Kind of like real life when countries do that. So, but everything else that's not that would get wiped out. Like, the Empire would survive. Bretonian's too old-fashioned. They either get absorbed by the Empire, or they get wiped out. I'm more leaning towards they just get, almost kind of like a French thing, just capitulate to the Empire and just join and become one big alliance, kind of European Union thing. And it's like, I feel like that's what that would happen there. But as far as orcs, they might live just because good luck killing them all. And they'll just come back and steal your guns and then start shooting your guns at you. Because we all know that's what happened in 40k, essentially. Or at least in the terms of the orcs alone. Orcs are different story, but as far as just the orcs themselves, yeah, it's like they're gonna loot, they're gonna take stuff, they're gonna use the choppers and the shooters. So they might survive, just of pure, just good luck killing them. I think Chaos, as far as the demons would be wiped out physically and sent back to the demon realms. The followers would stand no chance. The lizardmen would just leave, just like they always do.
Yeah, they're like, nah, this is not part of us.
Ikit is immediate. Oh no, yeah. Icky would survive too. He'd be the only rat clan though. The others would die. Because the others don't embrace this. They do have tech, and some of them do have extra rattling gunners, and they've shared and gotten their own. Or I say shared. Shared is a strong word. Probably stolen from each other, to be fair. But either way, point being,
They probably stole from Icky, and then Icky just made it better.
I mean, his are always probably better. To be fair, in the lore, his are more like what we played with. Those warp mechs, those are real.
Yeah.
But those are also closer to Age of Sigmar. But point being is, he would survive it just because of his ingenuity and just his love for crazy technology. Like I said, he's Oppenheimer Ratman. So he's going to live by just the pure stupidity of his osmosis of how he works. I'm trying to think. The elves are interesting because I think the dark elves would die off at first. Actually, I think this is how... The dark elves are weird. I think the initial dark elves that are currently existing, other than maybe Malekith, I think would be wiped out. And there's a reason why I don't think Malekith would be wiped out. Is because if he truly saw that bad of a threat, as bad as things got for him, and as disappointed and disagreeing with a certain Phoenix guards as he is, I just don't see him just letting himself fade into the obscurity. When he could just play nice, let Mother go down with the ship. Along with
those two words in the same sentence. Let his mother go down.
Well, with the ship, I mean, sadly, that's already happened. Anyways, point being is
I know.
Is point being, and the old hag Helibron. If all of them fall off, and the other two will just get wiped out because they're too far away. Lokir and all them, and what's his name, and the Beastman. The Dark Blade, Lokir, and Beastman would be wiped out just by pure distance being away from the Empire. Beastman might be able to make it back up to Malekith in time, but one could argue what's the reason of keeping him around either, so he'd let him go too. Chaos Dwarves would also be just as overpowered. They would be alive, and also probably one of the major factions. Guaranteed. And then, as much as I hate to say it, Cathay would also exist, because we can also... You see where this is going, right? It's almost because we're giving it a real-life flavor, you can see they're turning into the ones I kind of gave them in real life retrospectively. They're turning into what they would be, what they personality-wise represent in real life. Cathay's a little more on the nose, but... Beastmen will just be be dominated by a species or destroyed. If the unicorn is any indication. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
It's like I find it stupid elves and dwarves stay technologically stagnant for thousands of years when they came first. That's also a good point too. It's just the old-fashionedness. They're just stuck in their ways. Which one could argue that's also why they broke off and became the Dark Elves and the separation and all that happened. And da-da-da-da-da. But here's why I think that what would happen with the Elves. I think they would become part of this too and almost become an ally, knowing that they couldn't fight back that large of a force. Probably with the unified empire in New French Bretonia. Probably share weaponry, learn the tech out of just need in order to survive, just like most nations do in that situation. And then once again, Malekith, most likely the only smartest Dark Elf left, will probably surrender to a certain extent himself back to the High Elves, so he can at least have his influences present. And if he does this means the Dark Elves would be reborn later, but not at first. They would definitely be other than Malekith, most of them would be wiped out. We ain't getting rid of the Tomb Kings. We will kill them, but we would treat them like Resident Evil situation. They'd just get quarantined and put in like tombs and shit. Like they'd literally become Tomb Kings because that's all we would let them stay in. They would technically, much like the Necrons, just be there because they can't die. They're kind of like the orcs problem, but different. Vampires would be wiped out. To be fair, if zombies is I don't know. I don't think that since they don't have the Resident Evil kind of thing going for them. I actually don't think the vampires would adapt fast enough. Because their ferocity overmeets their intelligence to a certain extent. I think that they still... Maybe the coast? Okay, maybe them. They're pirates, so I could see them surviving. But even they would only survive for so long. They would literally become like the pirates of today. They would be seen as dangerous, but not really a threat. Whereas the vampires on land would get gunned down. But either way.
Yes.
But I'm going to end it here, chat, so I can go ahead and wrap it up. I got to go check in. And I want to give a big shout out to Mad Lad James, who's joined us for tonight, and Darius for joining in on this stream. If you want to check it out from James's perspective and his stream as he plays Kairos, the chaotic bird man, who is going around the map just literally doing whatever at this point.
The car, motherfucker.
It's like, so, while me and Darius fight hell, literally, we've entered into a UAC Slayer scenario. Rip and Tear must fight back. And it's like, so, which is apt considering what we're doing on the single player side right now and what we're building up to for next month. So I love it. I love it when it fully works, when I want it to properly. When I do try to do themes here and there. I don't guarantee them, but when I do have the ability to, I do like to do them. They are fun. So it's working out perfectly so far. So let's see. I think the Dark Elves might not get steamrolled as much since a lot of them act as okay, maybe. I didn't think about that. They could just become the black market. I hate to say this, but literally they could just become the criminal underground. They would be the representation in real life of just the mafia or just all the different types of criminals of the world. I guess that would okay, in that logic, that could happen. If they play that card, they definitely could. And they'd still get to do their nefarious things in the background. Yeah, that might work. That sadly might work. I don't think Mother Marathi would stay, though. I actually think this would be a good time for Malekith to go, nope. And just cut ties. It's good to, as the Italians, you gotta keep it in the family, but not that much.
Yeah, Alabama, what the fuck, man?
It's like, it's too much. Malekith, use this opportunity to make yourself better, but also the Dark Elves better, but stronger.
Yeah.
But anyways, as long as they stop raiding and start buying, they would still do some raiding. I mean, hell, real life criminals still do that technically. It's like, so they'd be doing more buying now. That's what they'd have to change. They'd have to 50-50 it. They'd have to raid where they know they could get away with it, kind of like real life criminals try to do, and then they'd have to buy where they couldn't. It's just, it is also crazy how realistic. It just goes to show you how writing is influenced by real things from people who write things, no matter good or bad or what it comes from. It's influenced by your life. Whatever you write kind of comes from your perspective. And sometimes that can be good, and the stories can be good, and other times, as we've seen, yeah. But, you know. But either way, I do think that's what they'd do, though. That is more realistic. That's a good point.
I'm gonna quit the game.
But either way, peace and love, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow in our continuation with the Mad Lad James as we continue to fight off the chaos and purge the heretic in the name of the Holy Emperor Faith. Actually, in this case, just the Holy Faith, because we're not actually serving the Emperor, because it's Kislev in this case. Which is funny, because one of my guys actually said loyalty is heresy, and that's the Orthodoxy side. Which, ironically, that kind of shows why they're not somewhat aligned with the Empire. Because they probably see worshipping Franz and the Emperor as something that's heresy. Which is interesting. But, I will see you all. Always scheming. Let's see, what else would need to stop kidnapping people and messing with Bretonia? No, that place would just be, yeah, probably. If it didn't get destroyed just because they poked too hard in this kind of universe, I do agree. But anyways, y'all have a good one. And until next time, I will see y'all tomorrow for our continuation of this war and this chaos invasion.
Of the war.
Yeah, well, it could be. I mean, Azog's still down there. He's still fighting those vampires, and he's not losing or winning either. It's kind of a stalemate right now. They seem to keep going back. I don't know. They keep going back and forth. He's got a perfect little back and forth wall with Vlad down there. It's kind of good for me because it's keeping Vlad at bay, but it's also keeping Azog from even paying attention to me right now. So I can deal with the chaos problem.
Nah. Need more chaos.
So, but either way, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.